In the previous lecture, we explained the role of DNS. DNS include all the services name and their IP. And they usually include those name and IP in something called zone. So in the DNS, each zone include names and IP. And those are critical information. I mean, it will not lead to full compromisation of the network if it gets exposed, but definitely it will help you plan for a successful attack. So since those are critical information, in a sense that if the DNS server crash, no one will be able to access any website because he is not able to resolve from name to IP. So any network will have more than one DNS server. And between those DNS servers, there will be a transfer of those zones. So if we have a primary DNS and a secondary DNS, and the primary DNS hold all the name and IP in one zone, it will frequently copy this zone to another DNS. So if the primary fails, the secondary will take over. This process is called zone transfer. Many network administrators do not configure the DNS server properly in a way that any computer can communicate with the primary DNS and tell him that I am your secondary DNS. Could you please send me a copy from the zone file that include all the name of service and IP? And because it was not well configured, the primary DNS will send a copy from the zone that include all the name and IP to the hacker machine, assuming that he's the secondary DNS. Let's see how it's done and how successful it could be. Now, one more time, getting a zone transfer will not lead to a full compromisation, but as we're going to see during the course, it will help plan for a successful attack. So in the previous lecture, we saw how to get the three DNS server in Megacorp 1, NS1 and NS2 and NS3. Now let's see how to try to do a zone transfer and get a copy of the zone. We're going to try on the 3 server. We're going to use the same command, which is host. Let me clear the screen first. Clear. And let's one more time get the 3 DNS server for megacorp1.com. Then we're going to use host -L instead of T, and then we're going to put here the name of the domain, then space, and the name of the first server .com. This will try to ask for a copy of the DNS server, So copy and open a terminal. Okay, and let's increase the size. Zoom in. And one more time, host -T Megacorp 1 Megacorp 1.com again host -T Megacorp. Okay, let's take it from here. Copy and write it down. Could be a spelling mistake of the name or something. So we forget the NS to get the NS record. Maybe this was the problem. So NS, yes, and then we're going to use host -L, which will try a zone transfer or getting a copy from. Then we're going to remove NS, and we'll type at the end of the command ns1 dot mega corp 1.com. So this is the first one. It failed. The zone transfer failed. Let's try the second server, which is ns2. And ns2, here you go. And as you can see, you got all the services and their IP. Quite useful. You just need to wait, and you're going to see how you can utilize that for a very successful attack.